couple of minutes probably. And then Shaw.
Young, Watkins, Palmer, Konza, Gordon, Minor is, Gomez, Wharton, Ezes. Kobe's there, so he's there as well.
Right. Talk, can you keep an eye on time?
Yes.
I'm aiming for 4 minutes. If you just keep doing 1, 2, 3, or that's it.
Yeah.
Can we get the older rounds?
Go what?
The start's pretty short though.
Line sorted?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Is that loud coughing? Is it? So we'll look for Palmer, Mainu, Eze, Watkins and Tony, mate. Yeah.
And the speed.
Okay, guys. Rob Dorset, Aslai pitch for training comes in 3. Yeah, the day after, the night before England's first victory at Euro 2024, and it was a strange session the day after because those players that played against Serbia and earned England that first win are not out there on the grass.
Oh, they're going to chop it up.
Right,
they're not taking live
in a moment. There are 12 players out there as we speak to you right now, and it's the players who were non-playing substitutes last night for England really that are out there doing the job. The rest of the players, well, they're doing recovery sessions indoors, so they'll have a good sleep having got back in the early hours of the morning from their flight from Gelsenkirchen. They'll have some rehabilitation, some physio, some massages, maybe do some work in the pool or the gym as well. All of that is set out for them based on the stats that the England medical team have for each individual player, but it's the rest of the squad that's out there now, and a chance for the England manager, Gareth Southgate, to reflect really on the first game. Lots of positives, I think you have to point out. First and foremost, a win, a really important win. Getting off to a positive start is huge in any tournament, and actually England have done that very well under Gareth Southgate. He's taken charge of 4 tournaments. England have always won their opening game. And bear in mind that hasn't always happened, especially in European Championships. In fact, it was only England's second opening game victory in European Championship history, so we shouldn't get complacent that this is something that always happens. It has under Gareth Southgate. Other big positive, no major injury concerns. We were worried about Kieran Trippier. We saw him clutching his hamstring and a bit of his calf. He told us after the game it was just cramp and he was fine, and he actually needed the minutes on the pitch, so that was good news for him. No obvious injury concerns for Gareth Southgate. A clean sheet, that's now 3 clean sheets in our last 8. We were making something of the fact that it was only 2 clean sheets in the last 7 before last night's game. So under pressure from Serbia to keep another clean sheet, I think is a big positive. And probably for me the most important, a chance to improve the fitness and the game time of some players that desperately needed it. Harry Kane got 90 minutes, John Stones got 90 minutes, Kieran Trippier, as I mentioned, has missed a month of the season or so with Newcastle, working his way back, got 90 minutes. Bukayo Saka missed the final game of the season for Arsenal, only got 25 minutes in the warm-up games. He got 75 minutes. So those are the real positives for Gareth Southgate as he talks to some of his backroom staff there. He's discussing everything that I'm talking to you about right now, no doubt. But the negatives, I think, are a niggling concern for him and for England supporters. England only had 4 shots on goal in the whole game. There was a lack of creativity there in truth. England dominated the first half, but they were second best for big chunks of the second half. They let Serbia take control of the ball in midfield. Serbia were a threat, but for a couple of big saves from Jordan Pickford, we might not be standing here talking about an England win. Trent Alexander-Arnold, for all his brilliance on the ball, still learning his trade a little bit in that central defensive midfield role. Declan Rice, who plays alongside him, said as much yesterday, but talks about how quickly he's learning that responsibility and how his passing ability and his crossing ability changes that England midfield dynamic. John Stones and Harry Kane didn't look fit to me. That's a concern, particularly the captain. Harry Kane is not match sharp, he's still recovering from that back problem, he's still trying to get up to match sharpness. Remember, he missed the last 3 games of Bayern Munich's season, so that may take a few games. The question now is, can he and some of those others that I've just mentioned go again and start the game against Denmark? Listen, unless there's an injury we don't know about, I'm pretty sure Harry Kane will. But what about the other striking options that Gareth Southgate has? I was surprised, I have to say, that we didn't see Ollie Watkins in the middle of your picture there, or Ivan Toney, who's on the right-hand side, at some point last night. I was calling in our live blog on the Sky Sports app for maybe Harry Kane to come off. And then, of course, he nearly scored with a brilliant header, which the Serbian keeper did very well to tip onto the bar, which is why Gareth Southgate always leaves Harry Kane on. But I'd be very surprised if Kane can play another 90 minutes in the space of 4 days, despite his incredible record of 49 goals in 52 matches this season. So I expect to see more of Ivan Toney, the Brentford striker there, and Ollie Watkins in this next game. They offer something a bit different, don't they? Toney, very direct, brilliant from the penalty spot, a real target man. Watkins is a little bit more mobile. He's found an awful lot of space for Aston Villa, plays in between the 2 centre-backs, makes more runs off the ball, I think. And his record this season in terms of his goal scoring and assists has been outstanding, so he will be desperate to get some game time on the pitch against Denmark. If he's going England's way, I think he will get game time. And also, the man he's warming up with there, in fact, both men he's warming up with there, Eberechi Eze on the left-hand side and Cole Palmer was kicking. Both of those will be shown a little bit to get some game time against Denmark. Eze, 11 goals, 6 assists, 5 goals in his last 6 Premier League games for Crystal Palace. So direct, really committed defenders. It wasn't really the game for him, certainly in the midfield last night. It may well be against Denmark, so if he was to start the game, it may well be that he's a good option off the bench. And likewise, Cole Palmer, England's X-factor, both of those two, being Palmer's place, 27 goals and 15 assists for Chelsea this season. He's probably the most in form of England's players right now. And let's be honest, Phil Foden, the Premier League player of the season, was disappointing again for England last night. He played number 10 against Iceland, couldn't influence the game. He started left wing for England last night, drifted inside, couldn't influence the game. He looks out of sorts. It's really difficult to understand why. At the moment, he can't the same height of what England is achieving for Manchester City. So Cole Palmer and Eberechi Eze, you would think, have a good chance of coming in off the bench, maybe from the start against Denmark, depending on what Gareth Southgate's thinking over the coming days. Let's zoom in on Kobbie Mainoo there, shall we? Because he came off the bench and made his first start in a major tournament, and of course, despite his very tender years, looked really, really comfortable. As you have to say, he always does, whatever's thrown at him. In the same way we talk about Jude Bellingham. He's another young player of real exciting talent and promise, who is just starting to burgeon in an England shirt. Will he get a start against Denmark? I'd be surprised again. I think at the expense of Declan Rice, Holt anchoring the midfield, Jude Bellingham, the superstar, again, goal scorer, match winner for England last night, again in that number 10 role, and Conor Gallagher or Alexander-Arnold in that other central midfield role. But Mainoo was a good option off the bench last night. He brought legs to that England midfield when they desperately needed it. So really interesting that even though we're not seeing the entire squad here, we're seeing options. Anthony Gordon, look, just to the right, again, he's been used an awful lot by England since the spring internationals, and again in the warm-up games. Has recovered from that ankle knock that he had, is fit and good to go. Will he get some game time? I would expect so. If not in this game, then maybe in the final warm-up game. Remember, another win for England in the second group game against Denmark. They're guaranteed progression to the knockout stages. A point may well be enough. But Kieran Trippier said to me last night when I put that to him, we're not thinking about that. We want to win every single game we can in the group stages. So those are the England players that are out there now. As I say, the majority of the squad, the players we saw performing last night from the start, and the substitutes who played a lot of minutes, they're inside, they're doing some rehabilitation work. But Southgate, looking at these players now, pondering who might be ready to go against Denmark. That's in Frankfurt in a few days' time. England go again on Thursday. you can get and you want to get, mate, really. So it might be a chance to get some of the other staff. Steve Holland are walking straight towards him. Yeah. But thank you, mate. Good lad. That much? I had 5 hours.
It's one of those messages.
He helps out massively yesterday, makes you fun. And we'll keep talking about it, to be honest. It's as you see, we're going to hit. It's not working. Yeah, the look at it.
Not too bad, 6 hours.
Thank you, mate. Thanks again.
Oh, is Andy packing up yet? That's it?
Well done. Thank you, Anna.
You did so well for us. But they'd have everybody in flash and
Honestly, I don't understand literally like this.
you have to mark the rest. It's so hard. I don't know, talk to Andy about that.
Anyway, I just ignored them.
Well, we worked really well. It's
Is
different for
this,
everyone.
is this your one, Alex?
Yeah, there's no pods in front.
Is there not? No. Just turn it off to the side, mate. Yes, please. Yeah, no worries, mate.
Thank you. That's it.
Pack up, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah.